Hey everybody, it's Ed and we're working on the cast net guy. So this glass that you see right here, I threw out the whole marsh walk window and this window. I've been using this as kind of as sand along the bottom of the window so that it ties in with this right here, down there. So it's all basically the first pieces on the way up. And they'll just tie in as they go across, the same way with the window. So we're just going to take a couple of strips of this out. Most of everything along the bottom here is only about 3 inches. So we're going to take a couple of strips of this out. It's really a pretty glass. By the way, this is an Armstrong glass. There we go. And because the window is a little over 5 feet, we're going to need 3 strips of this. So this being an Armstrong glass, I wish they would get back and start making this stuff again, because you see how beautifully it cuts. I mean, it's just like, it's so nice. So we're gonna go ahead and get one more strip, roughly about 3 inches wide. And that's gonna allow us to finish out the sand on the bottom. And then we have the water kind of dancing on top of it. And this is like a little island that's going out behind the cast net guy. He's got some grasses behind him. So here we go. Now remember, when you're cutting your glass, you don't have to press down so hard that you don't know what's going on. There we go. And you don't really, if you have a brass cutter that the head depresses, remember, that's all the pressure you need on your glass. The top of the blue is brown up to here. So that means I can make that green if I want to. So let's do that. We're going to cut this just like this. So remember, we're into the cast net guy now. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and lob this off right there. And we'll just, you know, most of the time on a cut like that where one side's heavier than the other, it is usually easier just to pop it on the edge of your table, because then you're pretty much ensured that it's going to break exactly where you need it. Just remember to use the edge of the table. Don't stay back too far, because that makes it more difficult on you. So right here, we're just going to take this and we're going to whittle this down. So the first thing we're going to do is, remember, we stay against the black line. And then Ed's just going to come right on out there. And then I'm coming over here and staying just against that black line. Oop, did you hear that? I was in a bubble, not a hole. I was in a bubble. Okay, so we got that. That's all in there. Sometimes when you're working on the light box, you'll have to go out into no light so that you can see the score. And you know, because that, if I leave too much hanging off, And I try to take out that little half circle right here. I think it'd be better if we would not try to pull down on this big piece to take this out. Take it, cut this off, and leave yourself that much room, and it's almost guaranteed that that little inside curve is going to come out. This could possibly break it straight across because of what you're doing here. You're pulling down. It's not going to do that because there's too much out here. Plus the way, the way that your hand fits this and how you're pulling down. If you'll get rid of that and just leave that, this is going to come out for you. So let's bring this little island right over to our cast net guy's shadow. Remember, we're just doing this. We're staying against the black line. Same way here. Just staying against the black line. And this ensures this piece fits into this piece because the line. Now we've cut some of this away, but that's what we want because we don't want a whole bunch hanging over that won't allow us to get this curve here. And we're going to come right in here like this. And we're going to stay right there. We're going to come right around and we're going to kiss it right into that. So here we go. We're going to run this out first. So now everything else we're going to use our grousing pliers for. Now this, hopefully I'd like to break it and start the run and then be able to chase it. Oh, well, it didn't work, but at least it did come out. Because that's what I was worried about. When it went around this curve here, what was going to happen. So. I really want this piece of glass. So. So we're going to score that right there. And now we're going to come in here. There we go. You just have to hold your mouth right. And you'll get it. So it makes a little bit of a mess, but you know what? When you set that on there, now we remember this is round, so we're not going to leave a point on it, and there's no reason to take the time to grind it. It needs to fit in there just like that, and then this piece, of course, will lay right in there like that. Okay. So, I don't know how many pieces of glass is in this, several hundred, I guess. And, but you know what? We're working on it, and we'll probably should be done cutting glass by the weekend. So we hope that's going to work out for us. Still trying to figure out what we're going to do exactly with the cast net. I think we're going to be using some sort of a iridized glass, and then something in the center that may be just really exceptional, but we just haven't figured it out yet. It's probably going to be like the last thing that gets done is the net, but I think we're working on figuring it out because it has to be special. I'm Ed for the ARTyRV Glass Studio channel here in the Conway Glass Studios with the beautiful sunlight behind me. Don't forget, thumbs up.